Now, one person said, why wasn't Caitlin Clark's name said? Another person said, they don't say Caitlin Clark's name in this ad as far as I can tell.
Did Nike just commit the biggest marketing blunder of the year? Because this is an absolute disaster. One of the biggest names in women's basketball, Caitlin Clark, was front and center in their massive Super Bowl ad, and then completely erased in their follow-up promo. They gave shout-outs to every other athlete, but acted like Caitlin didn't even exist. Fans are furious. The internet is in full meltdown mode, and Nike, oh, they're scrambling. This isn't just a mistake. This is blatant disrespect, and it could cost them big time. Stick around, because we're diving into the full story of how Nike fumbled the bag again and why their brand might never recover from this PR disaster. Alright, so let's break this down. Super Bowl Sunday, Nike releases an epic commercial. Caitlin Clark, the superstar of women's basketball, was right there, being showcased as the generational talent that she is. Fans were excited. This was a huge moment, not just for Caitlin, but for women's sports as a whole. But then, Nike does what Nike does best: mess up completely. They followed up the ad with a commemorative t-shirt featuring every athlete from the commercial. And guess what? Every single name was mentioned, except Caitlin Clark's. No shout-out, no recognition, just a faceless photo. Are you kidding me? This is Caitlin Clark we're talking about. The same Caitlin Clark who's been breaking records left and right. The same Caitlin Clark who has carried women's basketball into mainstream conversation. And Nike just forgets about her? Nah, this isn't some small mistake. This is a pattern. And of course, the internet exploded. One fan put it perfectly. If you're not even going to mention her name while you mention everyone else, you might as well drop her and let her sign with a company that actually values her. Ouch, that one's gonna sting. Another fan went off, saying, Nike treated Caitlin Clark like Lord Voldemort, the one who must not be named. I mean, the internet is relentless, but they're absolutely right. It's honestly insane how Nike keeps dropping the ball when it comes to Clark. First, they delayed her signature sneaker for months. Now, they're acting like she doesn't exist. Make it make sense. This is one of the most marketable athletes in all of sports right now, and Nike is over here treating her like some irrelevant bench warmer. And fans, oh, they're not just mad. They're ready to hit Nike where it hurts their wallet. The boycott talk isn't just noise. This is serious. Fans are organizing, talking about ditching the swoosh entirely. One person straight up said, no Caitlin Clark mention, no money. Nike has had its fair share of controversies over the years, but this is next level bad. Women's sports have been fighting for respect, for recognition, for decades, and here we have one of the biggest stars the game has ever seen. And Nike can't even be bothered to say her name? It's not just about this one ad. This is about respect. And right now, Nike is showing none. Now, let's talk about how Nike is handling this situation. Spoiler alert, it's not good. They've been radio silent. No apology, no clarification, nothing. And the longer they stay quiet, the worse this gets. Fans aren't letting this slide. The pressure is only growing. At this point, it's not a question of if Nike will respond. It's a question of how much damage control they'll have to do before they lose even more fans. Because here's the reality, Nike needs Caitlin Clark more than Caitlin Clark needs Nike. She could walk tomorrow and sign with a brand that actually values her, and her fans would follow. And Nike? They'd be left scrambling, wondering how they let one of the biggest stars of this generation slip right through their fingers. So, what happens next? Does Nike finally acknowledge their mistake? Do they apologize? Or do they keep ignoring Caitlin Clark, hoping this all just blows over? Spoiler alert, it won't. Fans are fed up. They're calling Nike out. And if the backlash continues, we could see Caitlin Clark walk away from Nike completely. And honestly, at this point, who could blame her? This could be the moment Nike finally pays for taking women's sports for granted. The question is, are they smart enough to fix it before it's too late? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should Caitlin Clark drop Nike and sign somewhere else? And if so, where do you think she should go? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content. This has been Matt from Basket Nerd, and I'll see you in the next one.